So hopefully this is the last part. I couldn't finish yesterday, but today is the day. So I'm making a short film about a giant air fryer invasion that is happening on a punk city, but there's three chihuahuas that are there to save the city and the world. So these three chihuahuas became a mutant three-headed giant chihuahua to fight against these crazy badass air fryers, evil air fryers. Wait, there you go. Are we ready to start with this? So, now that I have my character reference, my life model here with me, I'm able to use this to pose the character after finishing the rig. I'll put this dude here, maybe next to the guitar. Whoop. Now, I'll put it next to me here. Awesome. Let's go. Let's finish with this rig. So we made the entire rotation. We're listening to Radiohead today. So the rotation is done. The colors are there, the highlights, the shadows, the entirely of the rig is there. Only thing I have to do is add the other two extra arms when this dude became like this evil killing machine, and adding the numbers on the forehead. I'll do that in this video, and then we're moving to the posing. So for the posing, just as a spoiler, look at all the poses that I have to, but not necessarily I'm going to do all of those to test the rig. I'll pick some of them to see if the rig is working. Let's go. So let's go. The horns. So I will. Oh, I cleaned this already. That's true. So if I clean this already, I can just grab these horns here and paste it here. Black. Now, this is the moment that I have to think, believe it or not. And in this moment that I have to think, I have to figure out um, should I have these lines in different layers, or should I have just this horn in one single layer? Or even should I have these on two different pieces? Like this is one piece and this is another piece. And to be honest, now I don't need that to have to be a two pieces thing. I can just separate the lines. So if I distort this, I can cheat the feeling of perspective moving these lines around. Do I need to put deformers on these lines? No. This is a part of the rig in which I'm going to bring this flat feeling to this character. I'm moving the lines, but I'm not turning them around. Wait. Oh, it's a clean. Oh, it's not connected. All of these videos, I've been realizing like all of these videos is just me messing up with the rig and just finding ways to build this properly. And that's the goal. Oh, it was not revealing. See, I was like, why cannot move this? And it's not showing because I'm saying like these little lines will be revealed only inside of the color art of these horns, and I haven't cleaned these things yet. So I'm going to put a color here. Where is the air fryer colors here? And the horns too. I was looking at this robot from the Fairly Odd Parents. I was going to say, I was going to say Danny Phantom, but from the Fairly Odd Parents, and it's nice that to highlight the lines, the glowing lines on the horns that he have in his mask, is completely dark. It's completely black. So the lines here that have color actually like are more noticeable. So let's try to see what happens if I turn this red and I keep those lines over there with a black background. Okay, let's turn off the motion. No, is it cleanup? No, is the motion black? Get out of here. Let's see how this look. Now they clean up too. Get out of here for a second. There you go. Now let's look at how it looks with the other. Let me paste this other front view here so I can flip between both. What do you think? Of course, you cannot say anything. This is pre-recorded. So I will. Oh, see, I have everything here. Amazing. That's why I clone things instead of just duplicating. I have everything here immediately. Black, 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 black. Don't leave me high. Awesome. Yeah, that is not going to be black. It's going to have the same colors of the other horns. And these lines will still be black, the inside lines. And if I want to do some tests with the colors and try different things, I'll just do it in Photoshop and then come back here and update the color palette. That's it. There you go. These lines black. Let's go. Let's go. I have to put myself in turbo mode. Sometimes I'm working like this, like super slow, until I'm like, dude, you know how much work we have to do for this short film, right? This is just the rigging. Back. Flip. Now here, we're going back to the eyes. And here we have the eye cutter. Oh, is this one? And now we turn this dude like an evil dude, see? And then I can just come here out of this eye, select this eye. Will be nice if I have a visual pick for the entire eye. I didn't thought about it. Black, there you go. See, we're moving from good, not good. This dude is never good. From bad to evil. Roar, roar. Amazing. Now, another thing that I have to do is to add the other arms. So I'll turn on the cleanup again. I'll lower the opacity of this dude. So I have it there just as a reference. I'm going to the arm rig. And here, listen to me. Here, here I have to find a way of clone all of this up. I hope cloning is the best way to go. I think it's not, because these arms works differently, and you know what? Let's not clone. Let's now duplicate. But that means like if I made a change on one of these arms, eventually I'll have to do all of those changes again on the upper arm. Well, we'll figure it out. It's better to just fix on as I progress than just staying a lot of time just overthinking and not moving forward. Black. So here I have the arm. I'll put like 4 arms master peg. Black. Awesome. And then I'll take this and then I'll tool properties, and then I will flip this like this. Black. If I reset this, yeah. Oh, nice. It will not rotate too much. Cool. Okay, so I'll come here. I'll rotate this like this. I'll take this and I'll rotate. Well, maybe I can, because these two are still clones, maybe I can still copy and paste the same information from here. Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Now let's change. Oh shoot, I still have to fix the highlights on this. So should I fix this and then duplicate? No, I want to figure that out later. I want to draw this other. So this thing here, this chainsaw, now this hand inside of these new arms will have a new structure of rigs. So we can have like wrist, and we're having chainsaw, and then we're having chainsaw animation. And then I'll make something like this. I'll get rid of this hand, then I'll have to clone again to the other side this arm. Plop, plop, plop. Awesome, then I'll create a individual peg for each one of this. Plop, plop, plop. Chainsaw animation, chainsaw wrist. Okay, so for the wrist, I will grab this, copy, paste. There you go. Color. Where did I copy that line in overlay? Color of this will be the color of the palm. And the chainsaw, also the same thing. Oopsie. There you go. Copy, paste. I don't know, it's pasting all over there. I don't care. Black. And the chainsaw animation, which is all of this. Chainsaw animation. Boop. Chainsaw wrist. And then I'll put the pivot point. This chainsaw animation will be connected to this chainsaw thing. I'll copy and paste the same coordinates here, or information, numbers, whatever, from here to here. And then the wrist will be here. Bloop! And the wrist will also have another node here that will contain everything above. Black, 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 black. Awesome. There you go. Tack. And now, if I move this, I hope it moves all of the things that I have inside. Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Awesome. Okay, let's go and color this chainsaw. Wait, what are you doing here? Get out of here, come here, and now I will color you. Chainsaw. Actually, this should be the color of the fingers. Amazing. And then I'll put like chainsaw animation, and that thing will be a little bit lighter. Where are you? Here. And I will close this like this, and I will color here in the inside black. And I'll put this behind that. Let's pre-visualize that. Amazing. Awesome. Now, as I'm cloning this arm to the other side, I will create the other chainsaw here. And I will need to sync all of these. So chainsaw and wrist, these nodes sync, layer width. So the thing that I'm going to do is like this shape that is like a normal chainsaw, because I want the other one that is rounded. I'm going to tell these two nodes, hey guys, sync to whatever the wrist node is going to do. It's like you are now the bitches of the wrist. And if I change the wrist drawing, all of these other two drawings will change. Make sense? So, wrist. Okay, this will take me a lot of time, so I'll put here wrist sync. And now I'm going to make these two their bitches. Boop. Insert nodes, sync layer width, wrist sync. There you go, sync. Okay. And then, see, look at this. And if I make a new drawing here, all of these other two dudes will also have a new drawing too. So these do those whatever these dude wants. Okay, and now I want to make these other chains out. I want to replicate these chains out from here to wrist to here. Wait, where are you? Actually, let me paste on top of this and then I'll move to the other side. That's it. There you go. Back. I love how these shapes looks with the brush. Chainsaw. Chainsaw animation. Here you go. Here you go. Amazing. Now I'm going to copy the same wrist here, black. But before doing that, let's move everything together. Let's group this. Let's put this here, black, and let's move everything together to the other side. So if I flip this, yes. And this will be below, yeah, this thing will be below, behind this, yep. Chainsaw animation, this will be behind this. So I'm going to take this thing and I'll paste it here in the chainsaw animation, and here in chainsaw, I will just duplicate this wrist. Why am I looking at this still? Bridges I want you. Oopsie. I have to create a new drawing, and now we're doing all of that craziness. There you go. And then I'll color this with the chainsaw color. And then I'll copy this to the other side, to this other one too. And then this chainsaw thing. I'll color with the chainsaw animation. Amazing. And there you go. So if I want to change this to the other one, black. You see? Black. Awesome. Another thing that I am thinking about is this thing actually should be in front of this. Yes. There you go. What else? Oh, oh, oh. These plugs here, but this hand doesn't have a structure. Maybe I can just treat those. Yeah, these things are simple, so I'll just treat these things as drawings. And if I need a new perspective for that, I'll draw it. It's like three shapes, so it's easy to just redraw. So I'll pluck. Check this out. Make this a little bit bigger. Just flipping to see if I have this at the same point, like the base. I want it to be almost there, the same. It's going a little bit up. So it shares like the exact pivot point. Okay. Then I'll pick up this color here, and then boop, and then these colors here, boop, pop. Awesome. I wonder if I can paint this with the chainsaw color and this with the lighter color here. Yeah, actually I like that better. Now, you know what? Let's keep that light color there, but this one will keep the color of the palm. Yeah, that is perfect. Awesome. Now it should be oh it should be nice if I can redraw this so I can keep this in order. How can I redraw? If I rename this, how can I rename these things? I think Command D. No, Command D. I delete these things. Oh, Command Shift D. No. How can I rename this? Each of these drawings. Or right click here. Let me remember. No. Drawings. Rename drawing. Awesome. So here instead of just one, I'll put like hand 01. And this other one here. This other one here. I'll call it drawings. Rename drawing. I'll call this plug. So all the drawings that will be like every time that I make a new drawing, I'll have to rename this as hand and plug. So every time that I shift, it is not like randomly going from hand to plug, from hand to plug, but all the hands and in a proper order, and all the plugs are separated also in a different column or something like that. Amazing. So plug. And here I need to clone this arm again. So I'll put like weapon arms. Surgery. No, I work on that on the arm that is not the OG one. What if I messing around with this thing right now? There you go. It was no clone selected drawings only. Black, black. Oop, it worked. And then I'll change this to this one. Let me just move this line a little bit. She tastes like a real thing. My fake blood's black. There you go. Beautiful. Look. Now these, I want these arms to disappear, and I want to enable all of these arms like with one button. Or I can just delete. Yeah, let's not overcomplicate this thing. I'll have these two. You ask me out. Okay, wait. Don't mess up with me. I hope that is not going to. I hope that is not going to destroy my animation, dude. Okay, so. Wait. I have missed it. Okay. So. Let's work on the rotation. Let's forget that we are seeing that message for now. So, black. No, you know what? I just need to take this part of the eye, move it down. Yep. I don't have to overcomplicate these things. So I can grab this, move this like this, and I can just track the upper point of this eye. Black here. And this upper point here, it's here. So I can just rotate this and move down. I'll move down like this. Awesome, it's working. This mouth is a little bit. It's not. It's okay. And then I'll grab this. Maybe I can just copy and paste. Yes. Awesome. There you go. These horns. I'll grab it. Come on, move. There you go. Then I'll copy and paste these horns too from here to here. Me eyeballing this thing. See, this is stuck. This point is stuck here, so I can just move. I don't like how it's getting thinner here at the bottom, so I'll try to deform this just like this. Yeah, that looks better. Then we're coming here to the side view. I'll grab this horn again, black. Move it forward. This should have another shape, so I'll create a new drawing for that. I'll copy paste this. No. Flip, move. This one will come and we'll do something like this. And here we have something like that. And here we have something like here. Flip. And then we're coming and we're having something like this. Now for the side view is the only moment in which I'm going to create a new drawing because I don't want to rig those horns. So how this will look like, let's create a new drawing and figure it out. So this might be something like this. We have the point here, we have another one here. So these, let me make a straight line like this, black. 12. Then I'll carry these like this, back. So we'll have something like this. Then we have this other point here. Actually, it's over here. So here will be something like here, like this, too. Pam. And we can, here's the other point. Let me just open this a bit. a shape like that, or I can just one line this shape to something like this. It looks a little bit weird, so I can have a straight here, a curve here, and then I can have like a straight here. Now, what if I have a straight here, and then we reveal a little bit of that part here? Yeah, that sounds good. Also, this part towards the top should be a little bit thinner. Wait. Yep, something like that. Awesome. Something like that will work. So I'll grab the horns. Oopsie. Come here, come to the front. So I'm grabbing the horns. I am creating a new drawing. I'm getting rid of the color art for now, taking the same line art that I have here, and I start deforming things around. Guys, well, while I do this, I want to share something, and is that I'm collecting a lot of feedback for the Nimatic that is already released, and I can't wait to apply all of that feedback. I hope to do that during the weekend while I also work on these rigs, so I can move forward with both and start animation next week. Yeah, it's a lot of nice feedback, and and I'm sure that it's going to improve the project a lot, and I'm happy for that. So poop. There you go. Then we have, let's get rid of this draw over that I did here, black. Now we are grabbing these lines, poop, poop. And then we are grabbing this line here, poop. Awesome. This line here, I can keep moving this line here around there. Why the pivot point is there? Oh, I never established the pivot point of that thing. Oh, shoot. I imagine this is not also. Clean up, get out of here. There you go, but this one have the pivot pointer. It's really weird. I'll figure that out later. Black. Yep, there you go. Now these arms. Let me delete all of this. And let's start rotating these arms. And this goes like this. Awesome. You know what? What if I... Because as I mentioned, I'm not using this side view like that. I'm always creating custom poses, so I don't really care how these arms turns. I don't need a perfect rotation. Because I don't depend on the rig to get to any pose I want. And I'll never, never, ever, ever, ever use one of these static poses from one of these custom poses from the rig. I'm always modifying something. Okay, and here we can grab both arms and copy this in here and rotate. I can take this and squash this a bit. There you go. Amazing, it's working. What the heck is that? Why is that happening? That's crazy. I have no idea what's that. I will try to figure out that soon. Dude, I really hope it's nothing bad. Okay. Now I need to grab all of these arms. And I will just reveal these arms on this other rotation, so I don't need. I'll delete these arms from here. There you go. And then I can just use this other rotation if I need this different one. Cyan, we can put this purple, mark frame pink, mark frame white, mark frame black, mark frame blue. So you have different colors. Awesome, that's the rig. That's the rig. Next step will be to start posing. Start posing this dude. First of all, I have to fix this thing here. This line should not disappear here. Maybe it's just a matter of doing this. But I want the rounded. I want the rounded to be this for this to be on. I need this line art of this shoulder to be on top of all of that thing that I did there. Okay, so this is a good moment to just grab the shoulder and add an overlay layer so I can do something like this. So I'll grab an overlay layer, overlay. There you go. Oof. I can extend this a little bit. Dude, I'm listening to super sad music right now. I don't know how I get there. I need better music right now. Amazing, it worked. It worked, it worked, it worked. Now, I have to clone and do that in all the layers. Or... What should I do? Should I clone? Should I clone? Then I have to pose all of the arms again. I don't want to pose the arms again. Let's clone this dude. Let me copy and paste this arm here. That's the cool thing, that I just need to switch this and that's it. That's the arm. And then I'm coming here, pasting the same arm here, back, come to the front. There you go, it's working. And then I can just grab this thing and make it this. I'm hungry. I'm making this a little bit wider. There you go. Awesome. Wow, guys. What a beautiful night. I'm drinking some tea, listening to cool music, rotating an air fryer with big butt. What else can I ask for? Okay, you, this arm, get out of here. notes, clone selected on blah 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 only, and then I'll take this, move back, back. Ah, move back. Open a bit for a better silhouette. Disappearing this completely. That's a Radiohead reference. Back. Beautiful. Now, for the arm over here, I will rig that port again. Well, just adding that layer and then clone to the other side. Overlay layer. And then I'll take this, black, delete this, keep only that, take this and I can grab the deformers. Let me just have a cleaner shape here. And let me round that edge. No, stay there, you too, stay there. Oof. Beautiful. No, actually, this should move something like this. Uh-huh. So I was saying something before this. Before I start moving forward, I think I was saying something, but there you go. It's nice because I have to read 4 characters, and every time that I'm like at the beginning reading takes some time just to remember everything and all the tricks and all those things, but eventually it just becomes something very mechanic that it's only about thinking. You have like a toolkit with many tools and you have different characters, and then it's like, for this character I need this tool, oh, for this one I need to combine these tools here, but it's always the same toolkits. So at the beginning I don't rig too much. I rig when I have to for my projects and of those things, but in general I don't. So when I have to rig, it's like, fuck. I have to for the first character. I have to think a lot. That's why I didn't record the chihuahuas. Like the first chihuahua I did, I spent like one entire day just remembering everything and just trying to figure out what is the correct way to rig these things. And then I'm like, okay. Now I remembered all the toolkits that I need. Now we can move forward, because otherwise it's just me on a video swearing. Swearing and insulting in Spanish like crazy until I remember all the things that I had to remember. Okay, I can copy these from here to here and I can just flip. So I have that cool base. Same from here to here, flip. And then I can just move this row. But as I mentioned, you start becoming faster at this as those toolkits, uh, as you get used to those toolkits. Awesome. There you go. So now I'm going to clone this arm to the other side, and yeah, I'll fix the shoulder there later. Okay, I need to clone this arm again. So yeah, get out of here. Notes, clone selected drawings only, black. And this is something that I want to highlight. You notice that issue with the shoulder here on the arm of the dude, was something that I was trying to figure out on the last video or 2 videos ago. I don't remember, like the last video, and I was like, how can I make this highlight and shadow of this arm go through that thing, but the line of the of the shoulder to be on top of that? And I was thinking and thinking and thinking, and I couldn't get a like an immediate solution about it. And I was like, okay, the solution is not here right now. I need to move forward because I have a lot to do on this rig. I'll move forward and then I'll revisit this and I'll find the answer. And that's what happened. It didn't took like a minute to realize to get to the answers for me of like what do I have to do here to figure out how to put that shoulder line on top. And it was about creating an overlay layer and connect that overlay layer on top of the arm. But I couldn't figure out that at that moment. But it's just that it's not getting frustrated. It's just keep the momentum and keep moving forward. And for me, that's something that helped me a lot. Not only on the rigging process, but doing animation, doing character design. I'm working on these three chihuahuas, and the character when I was working on three characters of the chihuahuas, I was like, I'm not happy with this. I'm going to the next one, to the next character, and then I'll revisit that one. Then I went back and I found out the things that I want to fix or the things that I want to improve. And now, even that I'm in the rigging process right now, I'm looking back at the chihuahuas, and now I have a list of things, of improvements that I can apply to those characters. So, and this is something that I learned from one of my mentors, from Neil. It's like it can always get better. It can always get better, and there is something that you can in another step of the process. You will see something that you didn't see before, and you can always improve, and you can always improve. So so yeah, there's always a room to make something better, but you don't have to wait to see that room in front of you. You just continue, and that door will appear eventually. Crazy. With my tecito, let's finish this character, este personaje. So yeah, I just wanted to make that pause because sometimes I'm even impressed because I already know this. I already know this how this shit works, and it's like I will not get stressed out with these things. I know the answers will come eventually. So it's like let's move, let's move, let's move, let's move. Ah, it's cold. Okay, what I was doing. Okay, I duplicate this. I'll move this around here, black, and then backwards. Ah, backwards, black. Then I'll flip this and move backward to bloop. Just like this. Oh, and then we're going here, black, and then we are getting there. Awesome. Up, and then I'll change the drawings to this one. See how easy and fast is that thing? And that's why important how important it is to sync those drawings so I don't have to change each one of those manually. What the are you doing here? Get out of here immediately. Okay. Before doing that, I will fix these shoulders on this view, and then actually it's working. Yeah, it's working. What the frick is happening here? No, 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 no. I'm hungry. Dude, don't bother me right now. You was working well. There you go. Ah. Okay, I have to. When I moved the legs because it was revealing there is when I fucked up that thing. Okay, the lines, these underpants should be below the lines. So right now are on top, behind those lines. Sorry. So, pup. Then I have to cut this leg with something. Yeah, now there you are. There you are. I have my perfect line there. Now the underpants. Where are you? Underpants. I need you guys to be below the. No, you know what? Okay, underpants. Underpants, underpants. I need you to be below the line art of the body. Behind the line art of the body. Come on. Okay, you're not helping me. I'll cut you. You need this to be cutted by the line art of this thing. Amazing. Yep, it's working. What are you doing here, but dude, I'm so hungry. This bot, I need this to be bigger. It doesn't have a deformer. This one doesn't have a deformer. Come on, come on, come on. How is it you don't have a deformer? Time to add a deformer on this one. Like not having a deformer on the bot check, that's an insult. That's an insult. So let's proceed, guys. Let's proceed. Oof, I'm almost done with this rig. And then I'll start posing this baby boy. There's when I'm going to be like, no, it's not working. I know, it's going to work. It's going to work. Amazing. Now, I have more control over this thing. We can make this bigger. See? I can make this bigger, something like this. I can take this and connect this over here. Something like this. I can taper this line a bit too, so it connects properly with. Come on. Come on, 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 chameleon. There you go. Amazing. A trick that I learned from one of my mentors was also like, when rigging, leave a gap between the color and this line art. See this gap that is here? So that gap will help me to connect these two lines and leave the color art. Like, to avoid having this type of little things here. Boop. There you go. Okay, I need this other bot to be as huge as this one, but these are different. So you know what? Why I'm not cloning the bot? Yeah, let's clone the bot. You get out of here. Let's clone this dude. So I'm going to group, and I'll put bot G. And I'm coming here, like notes, clone selected, blah 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 only, black. Put in a peg here. Duplicate this, move this in front. I'm hungry. And then come in here, changing this to this one. Okay, this is this one. Oh, this one, yeah. So I can grab this bot, copy and paste this bot here. Oh, what the heck I'm doing, dude? Wait. Okay, 4 to duplicate this, start a transformation, bake, get rid of this, black. I'll move this forward. There you go. And then I'll put this here, black. And then poop, we have the big butt. And if we see this, I want to hide that line there, so I'm going to put one butt cheek on top of the other one. No, butt doesn't work like that. I'm going to cheat it like that just for now. Oof, oof, I didn't put the numbers on the forehead of this dude. Okay, I'll leave it like that for now. It's not the best butt, but I'll fix that later. Okay, I can copy the entire lower body from here to here. Oh, cool. Then this here. Beautiful. Wait, why are you doing this? Okay, I have to take this thing out of the underpants group then, because it's cutting with this line, so I'll just take this. There you go. I have to always double check. If I move something, something else is breaking it on another side. Get out of here. Go below this, behind this, and then we can copy and paste this to here and flip and move back. Awesome. Awesome. Now this dude needs a visibility node. Visibility node, and I can take this like this. There you go. Now the legs. I need to cut the legs and also put the number on the forehead. I need to cut the legs. Can I put this underpants and under the layer, which is going to work something like this? I can paint this something like this. On the underlay, put a mask here and be like, hey, this underlay layer will cut the upper legs, the legs in general. So where are the legs? Lower body legs. So all of these legs will be cut by the underlay layer of these underpants. And there you go. We get rid of that thing. And see, that's another thing that in a previous video I was like, maybe I have to just move all of these deformers down. I was moving each deformer down when there was a faster solution to that I just came up with right now. Let's add the numbers. That's something that I'm not sure which will be the best way to go with, because I can add text on, like for example here, numbers. I can add text here in Toon Boom. I can add text in Toon Boom, but I don't know if I can animate or move that text. So I'll put 31 degrees. How is it? Let me look at the character. Okay, it's 31 degrees Fahrenheit. How did I put that other F there? Okay, let's put the 31 first. Let's go to tool properties and here change to DG. I downloaded this typography. And then I also made the space in between these two numbers closer to each other. The kerning, plack. And then we have another one of these that is a 0 Fahrenheit. I make this plack, and then I make this super small. Size 2. Nope. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so I also need, okay, I have to create another one for that point. So I put this thing around here. And like that, pop. And the Fahrenheit also goes something like that. There you go. Back, and then I'll put this on here. Oh, the way that I grouped this was very nice. How I did it here, so I just want to be exact. In terms of size and everything, something like that. Awesome. Now, we're going to put some compositing notes here. No. Dude, it crashed. Wow. Okay. That's what happened. I hope I save. How long is this video? 1 hour. Okay, I'll just create another video in which I'm going to put the numbers and then just start posting on the next video. That's it. Wait. I have to remember who is here. So we are almost there to post this little dude and use all of this structure and this shape of this reference to turn around, and as I mentioned, use as reference to draw different dynamic perspective. That's it for today. I hope I didn't lose the rig. Bye.